What's up, YouTube? My name is Kenny J, the insurance guru, and this is Kenny J TV. If this is your first time, feel free to browse around and don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for my latest notification. And if this is your first time, welcome to Kenny J TV. In this video, I'm going to give you guys some secrets to my success. I've been able to build a six-figure insurance agency in less than 3 years, buying no leads, paying for no ads on social media or boosting any type of posts, or paying for any ads out in the world like paper mailers or anything like that. Everything has been 100% virtual. And of course, I have to plug in as well. I do have a mentorship program where I teach agents how to grow their business to six figures without buying any leads. If you're interested, all the information will be in the description box below. I didn't have time to do the whole setup. I just got up here. I still have my hoodie on from working today. I'm headed to a networking event in the next hour and a half. I've been closing a ton of deals from networking, which I'll get into more in the video. But the first secret tip, the first secret to success is being consistent. Consistency is really the name of the game, and consistency will always outdo talent, always outdo popularity. Consistency will win the game. Even when you don't feel like it, show up every day. Somebody may plant a seed in the ground, and then would you go back the next day and say, why is there not an apple tree there? No, you wouldn't. Everything takes time, but you have to be consistent with showing up for your business, showing up for your clients, and so forth. That is a big reason why I have been so successful so early on in the game, is because I've been consistent. I didn't have a plan B. I didn't have an alternative route I could go if this didn't work out. This had to work out, and this continuously has to work out because there's no other plan for me. I know that insurance was where I was supposed to be. It was my passion, educating people as well as coaching insurance agents as well. When you are consistent, the time and the efforts will pay off. I was told, give it 3 to 5 years. And even before I hit 3 years in business, I was seeing a huge return on my investment. Insurance, as I always say, is not a get rich quick kind of thing. It is a numbers game, and it can be a slow game as well. This isn't something that you're going to start in May and be rich by June. Hey, it's possible if you know the right people, and if you're just, I don't know, have a celebrity cosign and has everybody knocking at your door for insurance. But this is a game that you have to be consistent at. Word of the day for the video definitely is consistency. A big one is do not let your emotions get in the way of your work. So you may not have a great day. You may be going through, people aren't showing up to meetings, policies are getting denied, declined, whatever it is. Do not allow your emotions to cloud your logic and your judgment. Please, please, please. Even if you're having a bad day, just step away. Allow yourself to clear your mind and just think positive thoughts, because when you allow your emotions to cloud your judgment, you start to make emotional decisions about a business, and that has never gone well in the history of business. So you want to make sure that any decision that you make pertaining to your business, to your clients, to marketing, you want to make sure that you have put logic in the chat. You want to make sure that it's not all emotions. I know, trust me, as an entrepreneur, it is not easy. And I know people get up here, people get on social media and tell you, oh, running a business is easy. I'm making all the money. I'm doing all the things. And while they could be making a lot of money, it's never easy. But I will say, as an entrepreneur, I wouldn't change it for the world. It's not easy, but I would rather go through this and have this type of obstacle or these type of obstacles in the way, opposed to working for someone else. And I was literally just telling my barber today, once you go the entrepreneur route, you really can't go back. Of course, there are some situations where people do have to go back for their own personal reasons, but for the most part, you really just can't go back. And he definitely validated that and was like, yeah, I 100% agree. I can never work for anyone else. But I said all that to say, do not allow your emotions to get in the way of any type of important business decisions that you need. And if you don't know if emotion is getting in the way, I always recommend having someone that you can use as a sounding board, have someone you can use to bounce ideas off of. I would highly recommend another successful entrepreneur, even if you can get someone more successful than you. The person that I use is my mother, who has built a multi-million-dollar business from mental health. So of course I'm using her as a sounding board because she's where I aspire to be. I don't ever want to vent or get advice from someone that may not be doing as well as me in business. That's not saying that they can't provide good advice, but that's just not the advice that I'm seeking. The third secret tip, or the third tip of success, is follow up. Follow up with people, whether it's a referral partner, whether it's a client, whether it's an event that you're supposed to be a part of. Follow up. You will be surprised how many deals I've been able to close personally by just following up. I've been following up with this guy from a networking event for about 3 weeks now. I got him on the phone today. He told me he's been out of the country, but thank you so much for continuously following up. I sent him the life insurance quotes again today. And while we were on the phone, he said, oh, absolutely, this is what I want. You've been super persistent and these quotes are beautiful. So he's going to get life insurance for him and his wife tomorrow at 11 a.m. But it's because I have followed up consistently. And that's another thing, is don't take things personal. When people aren't answering the phone, I mean, at the end of the day, we are in sales. No matter how good the rapport is, sometimes they just don't want to talk. But it's our job to have some type of system in place of how many times you're going to follow up. So even if they don't answer, it's been time for I'm like, you know what? I'm still going to follow up because that's the system I have in place. And the last time I follow up, day 30, they answer. Granted, I'm not following up 30 times, but the 30th day of me following up with the process, I follow up and they say, I'm ready to go. So you never know where that can get you. So always follow up. It speaks volume about you and it speaks volume about your business as well. The biggest thing that your business has is reputation, and you never want to tarnish that by not being professional and not following up with prospects or potential business relationships. Another really big one is network. I have closed a lot of deals this week off of networking events that I have been going to the last 2 weeks. I've done some contractors. I've done some life insurance policies. I've done some auto insurance policies just from going to these networking events. And the guy that I've been following up with, as I told you, was from the networking event. And yes, I'm going to another networking event tonight. And a lot of times I am super tired. I may be drained after work, but I do not allow that to get in the way of me growing my business, the way of me marketing my business, because I am the chief marketing officer of my business. You know, I'm not only the CEO, I wear many hats. And I know that if I'm not out there marketing my business and I may get in bed and scroll on TikTok or go on Netflix, what good is that doing for my business? And as an entrepreneur, we have to learn how to sacrifice some relaxing, some things that we may want to do so we can really get to the bag. And so they always say, do what you have to now so you can do what you want to later. And that is definitely my mindset. And I've seen even a little bit of that, of me just grinding hard the first 3 years in business and me being able to travel, me being able to buy my dream car, me being able to buy a home, because I sacrificed so much in the beginning. And if you're not willing to sacrifice as an entrepreneur, I would say go ahead and hang it up now. I mean, definitely I'm speaking to the insurance agents, but any industry, you want to make sure that you know you have to sacrifice. And yeah, your friends may be making really good money working at a corporate job, but there's a greater vision, there's a greater purpose for you in your entrepreneurship journey. So make sure that you just keep on the straight and narrow and know that greater is coming for you. Also, every day isn't going to be a super successful day. You're going to have days where you close deal after deal after deal and you're like, I'm on fire, I'm the best to ever do it. And then you're going to have days where you don't close anything at all and no one's answering the phone. And that goes to my point of you have to be consistent. And you can't allow emotions to sway your performance in your business. So don't allow your emotions or your lack of consistency to hurt your performance in your business. Everybody is like this. I know that they show on social media, oh, I'm doing 10K days every day. Every day isn't going to be an amazing day. Always remember that social media is a highlight reel of people's lives, people's businesses. We all go through challenges and obstacles in business, because if we didn't, we'd be a trillionaire at this point. So just always know that you have to put your best foot forward with your business. Don't try to compare yourself to anyone. Comparison is the thief of happiness or the thief of joy. So always just remember that you should try to be better than who you were yesterday. And the last piece of advice, or the last tip, I don't know why I was saying secret tip, but that's what we're going with. The last secret tip is know your numbers. I check my accounting app at least once a day. I know where my numbers are. I know how much I've made for the gross income. I know how much I've made for net income for this month, for the entire year, for the last 365 days. I know what the percentage of my growth is. You have to know your numbers, because when you're trying new things in your business, when you're doing a new marketing campaign, you're able to see what's working and what is not working. I will be honest, in the very beginning of my business, first year and a half, I wasn't really paying too much attention to my numbers. Whenever I was meeting with my accountant, I was kind of reviewing them right before, but I see why it is very important to look at your numbers, know where you are, because once I really started to pay attention to my numbers, they started to just soar. They started to go up. They started to increase like crazy, because now I know what do I need to improve in order to get better numbers, to get higher income. And that is exactly what I did. When you are a business owner, you are no longer a sales agent. You are now running the front end and back end of your business. I highly recommend getting a very knowledgeable and very seasoned accountant. You want to get an accountant or CPA, someone that really knows their stuff, and someone that knows the different tax breaks, things you can write off to help you so you're not paying so many taxes back to the government. So know your numbers. It'll get you really far. You can't improve if you don't know where you're at. If you own an insurance agency or you're just working for yourself in insurance, what are some things that you have done to help your business elevate to that next level? I would love to read that in the comment box below. And again, if you're interested in the mentorship program, growing your business to 6 figures without paying for any leads, all the information is in the description box below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and hit that bell for my latest notification. Yes, we're dropping a video every week. Again, my name is Kenny J, the insurance guru, and this is Kenny J TV.